Fala galera, sejam bem-vindos ao Crescim Games, quem fala com vocês é o Crescim. Vamos continuar aqui na série Rumo, Platina de Tales of Arise. Nós estamos aqui em Mahagassar, na capital de Mahagassar, que eu não me lembro o nome agora. Mas nós temos que... o nome da capital. E nós temos que descansar aqui no inn deles, então bora fazer isso. Você é o espada flamejante de Casália? Você pode ficar aqui, mas só não me traz problema, tudo bem?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estoluvah forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Pois é, eu tô curioso pra saber o que vai acontecer em relação a ela, sobre o que aconteceu com aquele espadachim misterioso, né?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estoluvah Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Tá, então nós temos que ir pra essa floresta aí. Ou fazer essa secundária ali do par misterioso, mas eu não tenho certeza onde que é pra fazer essa do par misterioso. Eu não sei se ela vai ficar marcado, né, porque ele passou um monte de informação aleatória. Bom, acho que a gente vamos prosseguir para essa floresta e vamos ver o que vai rolar lá primeiro. É aqui, acho.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Nossa, mais
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Estou aí. Bom, já tem uma secundária aqui do lado. Mas não é uma região muito grande. Oh, não é o cara da comida lá? Acho que é, né? É.
Oh?
Ah, é aquele especialista em comida de novo. Eu lembro de você. Você é aquela jovem que está sempre faminta. Não a vejo desde que nos encontramos em Elde Menância. Você que está sempre faminto. Enfim, pelo visto você encontrou outra receita nas suas viagens, não foi?
Nice.
Certamente. Que bom que posso ir direto ao ponto. Shione, quem é esse senhor? É o Guleno. Ele viaja por Tana em busca de novas receitas para experimentar. Devo dizer que é minha missão deveras nobre. Meu nome é Dorhalin. Meu nome é Dorhalin, gentil senhor. É um prazer conhecê-lo. Nossa, o Dorhalin, Lorde de Eldemenância? É uma honra, meu senhor. Seu guisado de carne estava absolutamente excepcional.
I see.
A honra é toda minha, gentil senhor. No entanto, como foi que conseguiu a receita secreta do palácio?
Hey!
Enfim, do que exatamente você precisa dessa vez? Vai, fala logo. Certo. Dessa vez estou procurando alface, maçã e limão. Pode trazer pra mim?
Sure.
Já temos, né? Se isso for tudo que você está procurando, a gente já tem aqui.
Nice work.
Nesse caso, vou dar a receita para que vocês possam cozinhar agora mesmo. Nossa, parece bem simples. Talvez até eu consiga preparar.
Very nice.
Maravilha, vou deixar os preparativos com você então.
Well?
Ok, tudo pronto.
Yes.
Ah, mas que belo prato. O cheiro está divino também. Agora vejamos o sabor.
What?
Uau, isso aqui está absolutamente excepcional. No caso, excepcionalmente ruim.
What?
Sério? Garanto que eu segui a receita desse tal smoothie vitaminado à risca. Prove você mesmo e me diga que se continua confiante no que preparou. Toma. Tudo bem, lá vai.
I don't believe this.
Viu o que eu disse? Da ânsia de vômito, não é mesmo?
Alright.
Espera um pouco, há um pequeno aviso anexo ao fim da receita. Smoothies de vegetal são recomendados para quem tem vasta experiência com dietas. Iniciantes devem adicionar suco de fruta para aprimorar o sabor. Senhorita, você processou apenas a alface? Mesmo depois de ter pedido para também preparar maçãs e limões?
Sure.
Ah, fala sério, quem é que ia perceber um aviso idiota desse tamanico?
Really now?
Vivendo e aprendendo, Shione. Vamos acrescentar fruta e tentar outra vez.
Yes.
Pois bem, vamos no começo.
What?
Isso aqui está absolutamente excepcional. Pelo menos comparado à última tentativa.
What?
Você ainda não parece muito animado. Tem certeza que essa é a melhor receita que Mahagsar tem a oferecer? Acredito que sim. Quando soube dela da primeira vez, lembrei-me do que vi em Menância. A combinação de frutas e vegetais me lembrou de danianos e renanos vivendo juntos. Achei que essa receita poderia capturar essa harmonia.
Very nice.
No mínimo, é a receita mais saudável que você encontrará por aqui. Certamente, beberei para garantir que essa preciosa harmonia sobreviva, mesmo nos limites do meu estômago.
Yes.
Ufa, bom, foi satisfatório por enquanto, já posso deixar este reino sem arrependimentos. É hora de partir em busca de refeições ainda melhores. Adeus, meus camaradas culinários. Aliás, mais um copo antes de ir. Maravilha.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Vamos lá. Vamos ver qual que é o nível desses bichos.
No backing down. I'm not done.
You got company!
You're mine. Wind. Dragon shell.
These ones cannot drink around us!
Now you see what I can do. Dragon swarm. Severing wind.
Now.
Luna rumble.
Frozen.
Hammer.
Lightning condense.
Tower.
Prepare to be sealed, fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk in more doing.
Luna rondo.
We're just getting started.
The earth throbs
Not
in
on my
pain.
watch.
Do it. You're finished. Don't leave. Take. Blow them away. My turn. Severing wind.
Radiant flight.
Soaring light spear.
Dragon
Charge. I'm not done.
Now.
Wind and hand. Light burst forth.
Radiant finish it.
Didn't even
Beleza.
break a sweat.
Dá pra entrar aqui? Não. Tem coruja por perto, peraí.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Óculos retrô, óculos de sol com lentes proeminentes que remetem a uma época mais simples. 22
Maybe
já.
something's going on in the forest.
No backing down. No, stop. Eternal
Raging
devastation.
cascade
That
of
freaking
steel.
does it. Dragon away. No further.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Accelerated flame of fury.
Take that. You're finished.
Now,
Chill.
spear. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Porque o nível desse 27
Get
também.
lost.
You're mine. Severing wind. Swallow down. You're on.
One last one.
Crush.
Raging cascade.
Dragon swarm.
Airborne
Here.
beam.
Take
My
this.
special. They're surrounding us.
Ignite. I'm just getting started. Flying 40. Why can't they just sit still?
See ya.
Now.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Our next turn. Come through.
Here I go. You're finished.
Sleep now.
Take this.
Where are you going?
You're finished. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Não sei se eu vou lá ainda.
Little help.
Here I come.
Here I go.
Hey, when did I get so popular?
You're mine. Burn.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Severing wind.
Here.
You got flyers.
I've got
I
this.
can carve
Let a
through
marksman
walls.
handle. Not in your dreams.
All yours.
You're mine.
Here.
Wind.
I'm out of ammo.
I'll tear you apart.
Back into the front.
Here I come. I'm on.
Here, the
You're
flame
on.
of fury.
Whirlwind. It's over. I'm on it.
Watch this.
Far enough.
Lightning condense.
Dragon form. Damn it. It's too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here. I'm out of ammo.
Now or never.
Soaring light spear.
Right. It's on. Flame of fury.
I'm not done.
Burning.
I'm on it.
In here. Now.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Eu fui mal, eu tava fazendo uns testes ali.
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't.
Açafrão vermelho, erva que aumenta muito a defesa elemental quando usada. É uma planta rara, mas extremamente
What's this thing?
potente. Não gosto daqueles bichos ali. Nada por aqui? Antes de a gente prosseguir, deixa eu ir ali embaixo. Eu quero ver o que tem pra lá. Lago de Adan.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy. That's what dictates the current positions of each realm's capital.
Plus, Renans are averse to using anything that belonged to the Danans.
Gotta break through! Here I come! Burn in hell! Dragon Claw! Eternal devastation!
It's mine!
Lewis!
You got company!
I'm not done! Ribbon! Hair!
Glacial
Prepare to be seized.
Now you see what I can do!
Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Who wants to run next?
You're mine!
Here goes!
Okay.
Here goes!
Here I come!
Eat this! Confiscated!
I can handle it.
No escape!
Far enough.
You're finished!
Eu tô errando
Try harder! My turn!
o esquema pra usar as outras ARs da outra folha.
I'm not done!
I'll tear you apart!
You're finished! Can't get out of this! I'm not done!
Eu tenho que lembrar de usar o do Halim também com esses bichos que são muito rápidos.
Wow. Look what I just found.
Ixi, olha aquele bicho lá.
No choice! You're mine! You pay for that!
Nossa, o Lau morreu.
Mirage! It's over! You got fire!
I've got this! Get on Let him handle it!
Severing wind! All yours! Dragon!
Ready to go! Lightning condemned!
Eternal devastation! Severing wind! Here I come! It's on!
Mine!
It's over! Dragon war!
Ready and rare! The tide of battle has turned! That's the power of comrades in arms! Right, comrades in arms! Do it! Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. I need something to eat. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Beleza. Tem uma certa preocupação, acho que a gente não consegue lutar com o bicho lá. Cavalinha. Peixe com escamas espinhosas que vive com outras espécies migratórias. O melhor momento para pescá-la é da primavera ao meio do verão. Ih, tem mais um ali, então não é um.
Take this! Armor won't save you! You're finished! Take this! Watch it! Take this!
Burning strike!
You're finished! Lunar Rondo! Dragon shout!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Take this!
Not on my watch.
Not today!
I'm like bait to them.
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right, comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental?
Severing wind!
Do it! Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Here's a healing
Not a
arc.
chance!
Lightning condemned!
I'm on it! Strike!
Radiant Pierce!
Mirage!
This one's
all
mine! Do it! Sion, astral energy, full throttle!
Am I imagining things, or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
Ó, tem alguém precisando de ajuda ali. Provavelmente. Como que eu vou ali? Ah.
Hey, what do you say we fight?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Easter! I can carve through armor!
In here! Look! Callie sword! This one! It's a dual arc! Do it! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Great!
My turn! Here I come! Blind freak! Take it! Just sit still!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Eternal devastation!
Mega Ray!
You're mine! That's enough! It's over!
Lightning orb!
Astral Art?
Do it!
That's my cue! Frozen!
Hammer! My turn! Take it! Dragon shout!
Eu não gosto desses bichos aí, eles têm uma ars que é muito chata.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Ué? Ali? Tá, mas como é que eu subo ali? Armadilhação, isca de metal de baixa densidade. Depende do arrasto subaquático para se mexer e atrair peixes, né? Ai, ai, ai.
Little help!
Take this!
Take it!
Win!
This
one's all mine! Easter! Risen Cat! Lewis Gate! Damn it! It's over! Swallow dance!
Thunderblade! Here!
I'm not ready!
Watch this! This one's mine!
Here I come! Ready and raring! Mirage! I can carve through armor!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that!
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Severing wing!
Barna!
Take this! Lewis Gate!
Take it!
Severing wing!
Do you require help?
It was nice of you. Healing arc!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
In here!
Ah, não, esse tornado ali que é uma bosta.
So those are Dan and Astral Arts.
Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
I'll run you through! Eternal devastation!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Ah, já foi o outro, achei que não tinha morrido. Hã? Do Halim, mestre de Hera. Eu tô com poucos pontos, né?
There's always room for improvement.
Óculos raivosos, óculos que fazem o dono parecer zangado até enquanto dorme.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Aqui foi tudo já. Vamos descer aqui de novo e ali em cima. Tem um bicho grande ali, né? Será que a gente dá conta desse bicho? Vamos descobrir.
I won't forgive you.
Ignite! Dragon Shell! Armor won't save you!
Please careful.
To me.
It has some kind of camouflage. Get out of there with the others.
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes! Flame of
Chill.
fury! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
It's over! Mirage!
Feel!
You're finished!
This'll pay, ladies. I never miss.
This
Not
one's
on my
all mine!
watch.
Stop!
Here, let me help.
Take this! You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Dragon Shell! I'm only
Severed
getting
wind.
started. Photon dance
Mirage!
in the wind.
Eat this!
I'm
Eternal
almost
Woodney!
through. Here's a healing heart.
Dragon Swarm!
More with that.
I'll finish you here now! You'll pay for that! Can't get out of pieces! Talon Storm! That frickin' does it! Leave the chargers to me! Now you see what I can do! Severing Wind! Lunar Rongo! Swallow Hand! You're mine!
Resuscitation! Here, let me have some fight left in me.
Not today! Thanks! Now I'm
Take
in
this!
the Wind!
Hurricane Thrust! Here, let me
Droga, 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 droga.
Thunder Field!
Here I come! I lost my focus!
Gravitas Field! Shadow!
Wind!
Let me help.
Hurricane Thrust!
Thunder Field!
Ah, nunca acerta esse ali.
Take this!
Field!
Severing Wind!
More projectile!
Try harder! My turn!
Here, let me help. In here!
I'll stop its charge.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Ah, não, 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 não.
Here.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Supernova!
Wind! Lunar Rongo!
Que droga.
There you go. I feel like
Hold together.
Não, não. Nossa, morreu quase todo mundo. E agora?
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. We need you informed. I'll bring you back from
Take
death
this.
abyss.
Elusive deity. Carved through armor.
Their arts were interrupted. Tiger Blade! Light up the dark! Deny!
Now I can let loose.
On guard!
Hurricane Thrust! Here I come! Lunar Rongo!
Tiger Blade!
I'll cover you.
Time to let it rip! Dragon
This
Swarm!
one's mine. I never miss.
You're mine! It's over!
Magna Ray.
On your knees.
Glacial
Pistol.
Spear. Here, let me help.
Ignite!
You require a hand.
First aid.
In a bind?
Now I can let loose.
Going in!
Magna
Hurricane
Ray.
Thrust! Begin! Here I go!
Going in!
Take this! Deity!
Adversity is said to be the best motivation.
Let's keep up the pressure!
Sai, 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 sai.
Bring you back from death
In
abyss.
here! Discharge!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Any more of this and I'll burn
Eu
out.
sabia que eu ia morrer. Meu Deus do céu.
Not done yet! Here I come!
Appreciate the help!
to the fray! Here I come! Into the shadows! Going in! Going in! I'm ready! Take it! Strike! Mega ray! Devastation! Take them out!
It's in your hands.
No! Don't leave me all alone here! I'm gone!
Tô lascado.
This one's mine! I'm ready! Charge! Not done yet! Crescent moon! I never miss! Tiger blade! Wind! Lunar do it! Law! I'll stop
Nossa
your
senhora.
movement, and I'll stop your life! I can feel my power growing!
Olha o dano que esse bicho dá, tá louco? Tem que valer a pena, né? Lâmina da Vedação, espada imensa com uma lâmina azul separada em seu interior. Essas relíquias gêmeas parecem sugerir um mistério muito profundo.
That treasure. What a sweet sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Que é isso? Não é um equipamento, né? Será que isso aqui era da missão do maluco lá? É, deve ser. Deve ser da missão do cara. É porque ela não aparece nas armas, né? Só diz isso. Deve ser da missão. Tá, agora vamos vir pra cá. Eu quero ver o que tem aqui e ir nesse acampamento ali. O ruim é que nós estamos sem vida e sem PC. E tem mais desses bichos gigantes ali, né? Eu vou tentar fugir, não quero enfrentar eles. Tá, vamos matar esses aqui rapidão. Ai, cara, eu não quero vocês no grupo.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
You're finished! Stalagmite! Art expert, coming! I'm gone! Here's a healing art! Air pressure! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Make it rain! Frozen! Hammer! Radiant light! Get behind me! Make it rain! Take! Blow them away! Not a chance! Stardust! It's go time! Use the deity! Take this! I'll smash you! It's over! Air pressure! This one's all mine! Resonate with take this! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Nossa!
Looks like we won.
Tem um gigante ali. Um acampamento e mais um gigante ali. Tá, vamos pra lá. Oh, tem um baú aqui. Boilabice. Sopa contendo muitos frutos do mar. As sobras, se houver, podem ser usadas para cozinhar massas ou risotos.
Mahag Sar, a land with a wind scar. and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Tem algo que eu não peguei aqui. Mas ali eu peguei, né? Sim. Não, mas peraí, tá brilhando? Ah, deve ter respawnado. Ai, não queria usar aquele bicho ali. Esses bichos dão muito serviço. Valeu, eu tava tão focado em pescar que nem percebi que tava pra virar isca. Sargo. Peixe famoso pelas escamas duras e pela carne firme. Em certas regiões é um quitute preparado em cerimônias. Shione, deusa da bondade. Aumenta os PVs que recuperem as armas e cura. Opa!
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the final result.
Não vou enfrentar eles, mas deixa eu vir pegar esses itens aqui.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Seja lá o que acontecer com a cidade, mesmo se tudo acabar destruído, a natureza vai seguir o rumo dela. Vamos gerenciar o rancho aqui. E mandar os bichos pra lá. As mesmas coisas de sempre, né? Quero ver as armas se tem algo novo. Tem aquelas... Ah, dá pra fazer essa aqui já pro Alphen. Essa aqui daria pra fazer, eu só tenho que fazer essa aqui primeiro. Vamos fazer ela. Não era pra ter equipado.
Always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Aqui. Aqui não dá ainda. Aqui dá pra fazer essa. Tá, beleza. Vamos descansar aqui.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Tem mais
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shut up.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Mais um.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Não perdi nenhum, né? Só confirmando. Não. O que isso aqui aumenta? Curar PC depois do combate. Vamos fazer esse.
This flavor? Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Hey, you're pretty good at cooking, Dohalim.
That's for sure, and rather surprising. I never thought a Renan Lord would know how to fix anything on their own.
You flatter me. This dish is nothing special.
I don't know. I'd say this was pretty good.
Yeah. If we ever get back to Calaglia, I'd love the chance to share this with everybody.
All I did was simply cut some ingredients and let them simmer inside the pot. Most anyone could prepare this recipe.
That's simple, huh? Just throw them in and simmer?
You might be misleading him a bit, making it sound so easy.
I'm certainly not exaggerating it.
If all it takes is putting ingredients in water, I can handle that. I'll have to try it soon.
Huh? I think it might be better if you didn't, Alphen.
Why not?
And if he did, you'd be obligated to eat it.
Don't worry. I'll heal you afterwards.
I don't know whether to feel more sorry for Alphen when nobody believes in him, or myself knowing what's in store for me once I eat his concoction.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another Gald.
Então beleza, galera.
You saw it too, right?
Eu vou fazer o seguinte, eu vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. No próximo vamos dar uma pescada aqui só pra ver que tipo de peixe nós temos. E vamos matar aquele bicho lá, porque eu quero pegar aquele item que tem lá. Aqui eu acho que não tem item nenhum, né? Talvez ali tenha alguma coisa. Mas então no próximo vídeo a gente continua. Muito obrigado por ter assistido e até a próxima. Valeu!